Chapter 1. Common English Verbs plus gerund. Correct usage of some common English verbs that are followed by gerunds. If you'd like to follow along with us in the book, go to the section on gerunds and infinitives, Chapter 1. If you'd like to get one of our books, please click on one of the links in the description below. Now let's begin. Acknowledge. To admit to or confirm knowledge of doing something or knowing the existence of something or someone. Examples of usage with a gerund. My teacher asked me if I had studied English before. I acknowledged studying English while attending high school. Another example. The secretary asked me if I had paid the fee. I acknowledged having paid the fee. Now you try. The man acknowledged smoke in the building. The man acknowledged smoking in the building. Admit. To acknowledge or confirm that something, someone, or some action is or was real. To acknowledge the existence of an action or something or someone. Examples of usage with a gerund. I admitted using marijuana when I was in high school. Another example. I admitted not studying for the exam. Now you try. Tomoko admitted work for the government. Tomoko admitted working for the government. Appreciate. To recognize the quality, significance, or greatness of something or someone. Examples of usage with the gerund. I appreciated being able to study English in Hawaii. Another example. Lana appreciated having the chance to travel to Europe last year. Now you try. Lana appreciated work for the good company. Lana appreciated working for the good company. Avoid. To stay clear of something or someone. Examples of usage with a gerund. Students usually avoid going to expensive restaurants. Another example. So Wu avoids doing exercises in the evening. Now you try. Adam avoided walk to work because of his injury. Adam avoided walking to work because of his injury. Can't help. An inability to refrain from doing something. Examples of usage with a gerund. My sister can't help eating delicious chocolates. Another example. Jason couldn't help going to the pub with his friends every night. Now you try. Alice can't help eat chocolate. Alice can't help eating chocolate. Celebrate. To observe an important occasion, usually with festivity. Examples of usage with a gerund. My classmates and I celebrated graduating from university. Another example. Kaori celebrated getting married. Now you try. The team celebrated win the tournament. The team celebrated winning the tournament. Consider. To think carefully about or give careful thought to something. Examples of usage with a gerund. My sister considered attending university after graduating from high school. Another example. Mika considered studying English in Hawaii. Now you try. Alex considered work for the good company. Alex considered working for the good company. Delay, to postpone until a later time. Defer. Examples of usage with a gerund. We delayed going to the theater because we wanted to look at the sunset. Another example. Susan delayed studying for the exam because she had other work to do. Now you try. The student delayed register at the new school. The student delayed registering at the new school. Deny. To refuse to acknowledge. Examples of usage with a gerund. Cindy denied smoking cigarettes when she was younger. Another example. The policeman stopped Toshiko for driving through the red light, but Toshiko denied driving through the red light. Now you try. Juan denied use marijuana. Juan denied using marijuana. Detest. To dislike intensely. Examples of usage with a gerund. The children detested eating Brussels sprouts. Another example. The commuters detested driving in the bad weather. Now you try. Christina detests talk to people who are not honest. Christina detests talking to people who are not honest. Discontinue. To put a stop to terminate. Examples of usage with a gerund. The store discontinued selling the laptop computers. Another example. Mayumi discontinued shopping at the computer store. Now you try. Megumi discontinued study at the school because of illness. Megumi discontinued studying at the school because of illness. Discuss. To speak with others about something or someone. To talk something over. Examples of usage with a gerund. My wife and I discussed going to dinner tonight. Another example. Sam discussed getting a raise with his boss. Now you try. Sandra discussed work for another company. Sandra discussed working for another company. Dislike. To not be pleasing. To regard something or someone with displeasure. Examples of usage with a gerund. My brother dislikes taking out the garbage. Another example. The daughter dislikes doing the dishes. Now you try. Fred disliked have to go to work every day. Fred disliked having to go to work every day. Dispute. To disagree about something, argue about or debate something. Examples of usage with a gerund. Allison's friends called her a gossip, but Allison disputes being a gossip. Another example. Sun Hua said that her brother sprayed her with a water hose, but her brother disputes spraying her with a water hose. Now you try. Frankie disputed be lazy. Frankie disputed being lazy. Endure. To continue on or continue doing something despite difficulties and hardships. Examples of usage with a gerund. Andrew could not endure going to school again without having nice clothes to wear. Another example. The runners endured racing in the hot sun to finish the competition. Now you try. Donnie endured work for the bad company. Donnie endured working for the bad company. Enjoy. To receive pleasure or satisfaction from doing something. Examples of usage with a gerund. My girlfriend and I enjoy hiking in the mountains. Another example. We enjoy going to the beach. Now you try. Eddie enjoyed go surfing every day. Eddie enjoyed going surfing every day. Escape. To get free of something. To break out of the confines of something. Examples of usage with a gerund. The little dog narrowly escaped getting hit by a car. Another example. We escaped having to go to the boring company meeting. Now you try. The criminal escaped get caught by the police. The criminal escaped getting caught by the police. Explain. To make something clear, plain, and understandable through written or spoken communication. Examples of usage with a gerund. How do you explain being late to class every morning this week? I have been late because my car is being repaired and won't be finished until tomorrow. Another example. How do you explain getting such poor grades on the exam? I didn't study. Now you try. The child explained have his hand in the cookie jar. The child explained having his hand in the cookie jar. Feel like. To have the desire to do something. To be in the mood to do something. Examples of usage with a gerund. I don't feel like doing homework tonight. Another example. No one on the soccer team felt like having a hard workout yesterday. Now you try. Gladys felt like eat a piece of cake. Gladys felt like eating a piece of cake. Finish. To complete something. Examples of usage with a gerund. Two of the students didn't finish taking the exam. Another example. Shino finished shopping at 6 p.m. Now you try. The office workers finished type the report. The office workers finished typing the report. Give up. To stop doing something. Examples of usage with a gerund. We gave up trying to drive into the city. The traffic was terrible. Another example. At around 1 a.m., I gave up studying and went to bed. Now you try. Laura gave up exercise and gained 10 pounds. Laura gave up exercising and gained 10 pounds. Imagine, to form a mental image or picture of something. Examples of usage with a gerund. We imagined going to Europe next year. We thought it would be possible. Another example. Imagine being the leader of a country. Now you try. We imagined travel around the world. We imagined traveling around the world. Justify. To demonstrate the validity of something. Examples of usage with a gerund. Jack and his wife justified spending all of that money on a new car by saying that the new car got very good fuel economy. Another example. My colleagues justified spending so much time on the project by explaining that this project was very important to the company. Now you try. The owner of the company justified fire many workers by saying that the economy was bad. The owner of the company justified firing many workers by saying that the economy was bad. Keep. To continue to do something. Examples of usage with a gerund. The students kept going to the same pub every night. Another example. My brother and I kept going to the gym for 2 years. Now you try. Kyoko keeps visit the same cities every year on vacation. Kyoko keeps visiting the same cities every year on vacation. Mention. To refer to or communicate something, usually incidentally by spoken or written word. Examples of usage with a gerund. Where did Flora and Bill go? They mentioned going to the park. Another example. How long has the new student been in the United States? He mentioned being here for 2 years. Now you try. The teacher mentioned have homework over the weekend. The teacher mentioned having homework over the weekend. Mind. To object to. Examples of usage with a gerund. My sister didn't mind going to the store for chips. Another example. The repairman didn't mind returning to the customer's house to explain how to use the new appliance. Now you try. The students didn't mind review the work again. The students didn't mind reviewing the work again. Miss. To feel the lack or loss of something, to lose an opportunity to do something. Examples of usage with the gerund. I miss going to the beach every Sunday. Now I have to work on Sundays. The schoolgirls missed seeing the famous movie star because the movie star left the building 1 hour earlier. Now you try. After leaving New York City, Nicole missed run in Central Park every morning. After leaving New York City, Nicole missed running in Central Park every morning. Postpone. To delay until a future time. Examples of usage with a gerund. We postponed having the picnic until the rain stopped. Another example. The school postponed giving the exam until after the holiday. Now you try. The referee postponed start the game because of rain. The referee postponed starting the game because of rain. Practice. To do something repeatedly, usually to improve. Examples of usage with a gerund. The bicycle team practiced racing on the course every week. Another example. Successful English students practice speaking English every day. Now you try. The soccer team practiced kick the ball into the goal. The soccer team practiced kicking the ball into the goal. Prevent. To keep something from happening. Examples of usage with a gerund. To prevent being late, leave early. Another example. To prevent having trouble with the government, pay your taxes. Now you try. To prevent miss your flight, arrive at the airport early. To prevent missing your flight, arrive at the airport early. Prohibit. To not allow or forbid, usually by some authority. Examples of usage with a gerund. The law prohibits throwing trash on the highways. Another example. The school rules prohibit smoking in the building. Now you try. The building rules prohibit sell in the building without permission. The building rules prohibit selling in the building without permission. Quit. To stop doing something. Examples of usage with a gerund. Yuki quit eating at the restaurant because the prices were too expensive. Another example. Tom quit worrying about his business and decided to go to a show. Now you try. Alfred quit go to piano practice because it was too expensive. Alfred quit going to piano practice because it was too expensive. Recall. To remember or recollect. Examples of usage with a gerund. The European students recalled going to Mallorca. Another example. The driver told the policeman that he didn't recall seeing a red light. Now you try. The student didn't recall hear about the homework assignment. The student didn't recall hearing about the homework assignment. Recommend. To advise or counsel. Examples of usage with a gerund. We don't recommend seeing the movie because it is too violent. Another example. The young couple went to a counselor to talk about their wedding, but the counselor didn't recommend getting married because the couple was too young. Now you try. The teacher recommended study for the exam. The teacher recommended studying for the exam. Regret. To be sorry or disappointed. about something. Examples of usage with a gerund. My girlfriend and I regretted going to the movie because it was too violent. Another example. The businessman regretted not getting more sleep the night before. Now you try. The criminal regretted commit the crime. The criminal regretted committing the crime. Report. To tell about something, to relate something. Examples of usage with a gerund. The scientists reported finding a new kind of insect. Another example. Our friends reported going to the street festival last night and really having a good time. Now you try. The watchman reported see some strange activity in building number 5. The watchman reported seeing some strange activity in building number 5. Resent. To be strongly offended by something or someone. Examples of usage with a gerund. The new employee resented getting all of the hard jobs in the company. Another example. Tomomi resented being told that she could not play on the school's basketball team. Now you try. Elena represented B, told that she would not be hired for the job. Elena represented B, told that she would not be hired for the job. Elena represented being told that she would not be hired for the job. Resist. To struggle against something, to oppose with resistance. Examples of usage with a gerund. The puppy resisted being walked on a leash. Another example. Claudia resisted traveling by plane because she was afraid of flying. Now you try. Hiroko resisted learn to drive because she was afraid of having an accident. Hiroko resisted learning to drive because she was afraid of having an accident. Risk. To take a chance at something, especially when there are possible negative consequences to failure. Examples of usage with a gerund. Military air pilots often risk flying into dangerous areas to complete their mission. Another example. I didn't study for the exam, but I will risk taking it because I will not have another chance. Now you try. Julie risked spend her money on jewelry sold on the internet. Julie risked spending her money on jewelry sold on the internet. Suggest. To offer advice in a polite way. Examples of usage with a gerund. Cindy's friends didn't have anything to do, so Marcus suggested going to the museum. Another example. My mom suggested having my brother's birthday party at the beach. Now you try. The weatherman suggested take an umbrella with you because of the possibility of rain. The weatherman suggested taking an umbrella with you because of the possibility of rain.
New lessons every week, so please don't forget to like and subscribe.